morning, friends. It's morning here in California, mid-morning, and I'm getting dinner prep for us today. And welcome to my kitchen once again. Today I am doing something that my mom did it, and I've done it many times, and people that have eaten this recipe keeps asking me for me to make it. So I made this recipe by accident. So when we cooked in Azores, we always had, we cooked, but we always had my mom or my sisters. Everybody was kind of pitching in and doing whatever. So they kind of helped you and guide you what the recipe, what we were gonna do. Well, when I came to the United States, I didn't have that. I was all alone. I had my mother-in-law, but she had her own way of doing different things. So I kind of made things that I thought I knew what they were or what my mom was making it, and made my own. So today I'm gonna do some cod, but it looks like cod gomshza because it's kind of the similar ingredients, but there's a different component, which is a cream. I did the same exact like Bacalhau gomshza, and after that I put a cream, which would have been, I guess, the bacalhau com natas. Some call bacalhau com natas, but it's very different what the bacalhau with natas are made. So like I said, I made my own spin on this dish. So to say it's bacalhau gomshza or it's bacalhau com natas, it's not. It's both. So that's what I'm going to show you. So I want people say, oh, that's not bacalhau gomshza, that's not bacalhau com natas. It's my own spin. And like I said, I did this by accident because I knew my mom did the bacalhau with what she put the cream was with French fries. But I didn't want to do French fries. A person's trying to stay healthy and eat not so much of the fried stuff, so I went and did with boiled potatoes. Okay, I have some cod. This is boneless cod. It comes in little pieces. I already boiled it. I have hard-boiled eggs. I have some nutmeg for my cream, cornstarch. I have some garlic, onion, malagueta, some olives and parsley, olive oil, and some vinegar. So, like I said, I'm going to do kind of similar to what my cod gomshza, the way I made it. But then on top, I put that cream. And like I said, it was by accident that I made this. But every time I make it, everybody goes, oh my gosh, that is so good. And I have people asking me and wanting me to make for them for different events, and I do. So anyway, and in here I have one whole onion. Half I sliced in half moon, and the other half I diced it. I did it that way because I like to see some of the onions, and if I chopped everything, you wouldn't see it. I like to see the little onion. I'm going to put about half a teaspoon of salt, just to kind of help that the onions to kind of release their water and start caramelizing. But anyway, so like I said, this recipe is kind of in a way my own way. I called my sister yesterday to really find out, okay, is there a name for this? Because, what I was doing, it was kind of an idea that I thought that my mom did, but actually it wasn't, because my mom did it with, I guess, was empanada de bacalhau, and the other one was bacalhau escondido. Well, I go, but she made with French fries. Well, yeah, she would make this with French fries and then put the sauce over everything. So, like I said, there's no name. This is my own spin on my cod. And I used to make this when my kids were home. Oh, they loved it. So, anyway, so I'm going to let that cook, and I'm going to add my malagueta. I have 1 tablespoon of malagueta. And this is good to eat warm, or it can be cold. You can make all this in advance, and then when you need it, just put it in the oven to heat it through. It is a delicious, delicious dish. It's one of my favorites of the cod. But then again, everything's my favorite. Isn't that a blessing that we like everything? Today, nobody likes nothing. So anyway, I buy my cod, like I said, I buy already the little pieces. For once, I don't have to worry about the bones. And the other, it's less expensive. And the other thing is, you're already gonna shred it anyway. Most of the time, unless I'm gonna use the whole fillet, then I might buy the big piece. But if it's to do something like this, I always buy the little pieces. I love it. I always have some in my fridge. So when I want it, it's all ready to go. I'm gonna add my cod, and you're gonna add very little salt. I soaked my cod overnight, and I drained the water a few times because it's very salty. The cod is very salty, so you want to be careful with that salt. So I'm just gonna mix all this and kind of saute it a little bit, and I'm gonna add some of the olive oil. And for this, when I use olive oil, I always use Portuguese olive oil. I've tried to use the olive oil that I buy, and normally it doesn't taste right. You gotta use the Portuguese olive oil. Doesn't matter what brand, but there's something about that Portuguese olive oil, that's what it does. And a couple of my friends have noticed the difference. So anyway, so there's no wrong way, right way to do when it comes to cod. That's why they say bacalhau or cod. There's 1,000 ways of making it. So, and this is what I did. I love this. I have a lady that I know every time she sees me, when you make that cod, you let me know. You let me know. So we'll see if I have any left. I might give her a call. So I'm making this. I'm making some for me and some for my in-laws. They like this, and maybe my older son, if he has a chance to come and pick it up. He has a chance. He's very busy. So you're just gonna mix all this. And like I said, it's kind of very easy to do. You can't go wrong. I'm gonna add half of the parsley into it because I need some parsley for my sauce. So I'm gonna add a little bit more olive oil. It looks a little dry. And I'm going to add a little bit of vinegar, maybe a couple tablespoons. And I'm using apple cider vinegar because that's what I have. But if you have any other vinegar, that's fine. I like that vinegar in it. It kind of gives that little tartness, and it's really good. So like I said, just mix it, and it's done. Potatoes and some carrots. I peeled the carrots and just cut them in half and boiled them with whole potatoes. I have the golden potatoes that I'm just boiling them with salted water. You just want them till they're soft. I'm taking the carrots out because the carrots already cooked, but the potatoes need a little bit longer. So now I'm gonna put, okay, this is the water. This is about 2 cups I saved from the boil in my pot. So you save that water, and that's what you're gonna do your cream. Let me get with that water. And I have 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. And you wanna do this when it's still cold. I mean, it's not super hot because otherwise it will lump, and you don't want lump. I remember a lot of recipes because, you know, we didn't have anything. My mom didn't have very much written down, and the things when she had it written down, she had a cookbook, and somehow the cookbook disappeared. Breaks my heart. I really would love to have that cookbook, but that's how it is. You know, she had Alzheimer's at the end of her life, and we don't know if she gave it away, or she put it somewhere and doesn't remember, or she gave it to somebody. I really would love to have my mom's cookbook. But anyway, but I remember her doing some certain of these things. And like I said, talking to my sister, I kind of in a way made my own spin, because she goes, oh, Mom didn't used to do it that way. She didn't? Well, I kind of made my own creation when I came over here, because like I said, there was no, I didn't have no cookbooks to go by, you know, things that I mean, I had Portuguese, my mother-in-law had Portuguese cookbooks, but it was not something like we have available now. We didn't have no internet. We didn't have Pinterest. We didn't have Google. So I just kind of made it my own. I gotta check in my potatoes. See if they're cooked. Yep, they're done. My potatoes are done. So take them out. Okay, in this, I'm gonna add a lot of black pepper. And I have the cream in the fridge. I have here 2 cups of cream that I'm gonna add to this. And you need a lot of that. You need all that sauce. Okay, my sauce kind of thickened a little bit more, and I'm gonna add, it's about a half a cup of parsley. Add that to it. Gotta watch it so it doesn't boil over. And this is nutmeg. My mom always put a little bit of nutmeg. I think it's like, this is like a bechamel sauce. So I'd say about a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. I mean, she put it, and I never forgot that. So I'm gonna try and see how it is in salt, if it needs any salt. Nope. It is perfect. The only salt I've used in this whole recipe was half a teaspoon with the onions. Ooh, this is so good. You gotta try this. It is so delicious. And like I said, and it's so easy. I'm slicing my eggs. These are my eggs for my chickens. Love having chickens. And it's so nice. Go pick up eggs. My grandkids love it. They go pick up eggs, feed the chickens. It's just like when we were kids. Kids need that today. They have no idea where the food's coming from. I put my eggs in a pot, fill it up, the pot with water, 2 fingers above the eggs, so they really submerge in the water, and let them come to a boil for 10-15 minutes. After that, I turn off the water, pull them aside, and let them finish cooking another 20 minutes. Perfect eggs every time. Okay friends, I'm going to start assembling my, my cod. I peeled my potatoes, I sliced my eggs. So I'm putting a little bit of olive oil in the bottom. And I want to put my first layer of potatoes in the bottom. So that way they don't stick. Because this going to the oven. So you don't want this to stick. Potatoes sometimes might be too big. Kind of want to make it a uniform kind of layer. So then I'm going to put some of my cod in the bottom. And like I said, this is why I like this, because each bite you will have a piece of cod. Versus if it was more chunkier or slices you would. And then what I do is I put some carrots all throughout, some olives. I like green olives. We were brought up eating green olives. And I'm gonna put a layer of the cream. And here's my cream. See, this is the consistency you want. And you just put a little bit of a layer over. I'm making a small dish because like I said, this is for me only. I don't need a lot and can't have a lot of this stuff, the potatoes and all this. So, so this is good. And don't be alarmed if the potatoes, you don't want to cook your potatoes too much. That's why I like cooking it with the skin. And I like these golden potatoes because they cook perfectly. And they're so creamy and so delicious. Okay, press it down. I'm gonna add a little bit of more cod. Spread it out. Now, because this is gonna be my top layer, I'm gonna make it a design. They say we eat with our eyes. Well, make it pretty. And then put some olives. That's one thing that us Portuguese, we used to, I remember when we were home, we used to decorate our platters and stuff. So now you add the extra layer of the cream. Oh, and I forgot the eggs. And you put the eggs. I was supposed to put a layer in between. I'm gonna do two more dishes. One for my son and one for my in-laws. And I'll show you when they're all done. Here you see it. Okay, this one's gonna go inside. And I'm going to assemble these other two. Oh, and another thing I do is I drizzle a little bit of olive oil on top. So I'm going to make this one for my son, my oldest son. He was always my best eater. He loved everything. Loved everything I cooked when he was home. He was so good to cook for. That was one of his favorite dish. He loved it. As soon as I told him, he goes, yeah, I'll take it. And then we'll drizzle some of this sauce. And more potatoes. Here it is, friends. My cod with the cream sauce, or with cream de nata. I made one for me, I made one for my son, and I made a small one for my in-laws. So by what you can see here, this can serve 8 people easy. Have a side salad with this, and you have a delicious meal. So now I'm just gonna put this in the oven for maybe about 20 minutes because everything is hot. It's more for those flavors to blend. I'm gonna put this at 300 degrees in the oven for 20 minutes, and I'll show you when it's all done. Here it is, friends. My cod is out of the oven, and it smells so good. I don't know if I can wait until dinner. I might have to dig in for lunch before I wait to dinner. Anyway, here it is, another practical, inexpensive recipe that you can do for your family or for that special event that you have that you want to kind of do things ahead. There it is. So try this recipe. Right now people were kind of having a hard time with the recipes to get it. So instead, it will be at the end of the video, but also when you go into YouTube where the title is, if you clicked on that, the recipe is right there below it. So you don't have to watch the whole video to get the recipe, and it's easy to copy. But it's ideal that you do watch the full video so you know what steps. If you don't know what the steps are, that's how you're gonna know, is by watching the video. And I can't thank you enough for all of those that have subscribed. I am so pleased with all the subscription and all the comments that everybody has made. So I'm having a good time. I'm really enjoying doing this, and it's thanks to all of you that are out there watching and commenting and enjoying my videos, because without you guys I can't do this. I mean, I need an audience, so you're my audience, so thank you very much for that. And if you haven't subscribed, please do, and don't forget to click the bell so you can be notified that when I have a new video. I'm planning and a lot of good things coming for the 2021, so I hate for you to miss any of those good videos and good educational kind of videos. So anyway, until next time, let's get cooking. Have a blessed day.